Greetings, beautiful soul, and welcome to the House of Healing. I am your host, Lady Spellbreaker, and I thank you so much for being a part of this journey as we go through Permission to Mourn by Tom Zuba. Chapter 12 is about miracles. Do you believe in miracles? I do. If you are like me, you've prayed for a miracle, or many miracles. Perhaps, like me, you've tried to use the power of prayer to change the mind of God more than once. That's what I thought a miracle was. Saying the right prayer at the right time, in the right way, with the right people, to get God to see things my way and change the direction life was moving in. I wanted God to do life my way. I would guess that you've wanted that too. On July 18th, 1990, as my 18-month-old daughter Erin lay strapped in an ICU crib at Rush Press St. Luke Medical Center on Chicago's west side, about to undergo dialysis for her just diagnosed hemolytic uremic syndrome, I prayed, and I prayed hard, for miraculous, complete, speedy recovery, so life could get back to normal, so we could be a family again. My daughter was dead within a few hours. On New Year's Eve, 1998, as my 43-year-old wife Trish lay in an ICU bed at Oak Park Hospital in Oak Park, Illinois, hooked to a ventilator, I prayed that God would miraculously and spontaneously heal her, so we could get back home and continue raising our two sons, 3-year-old Sean and 7-year-old Rory, so we could get back to living the life we had worked so damned hard to create following the death of our daughter Erin. Within hours, my wife was dead. On New Year's Day, 1999. And in the winter of 2005, as I flew my 13-year-old son Rory to Houston, Texas, to try an experimental, controversial, incredibly expensive treatment for the brain cancer that had been diagnosed just a few short weeks earlier, I prayed that we would be the exception. I prayed that God would use us to show the power of prayer to change outcomes. I prayed that this most amazing boy with terminal brain cancer and the dead older sister and the dead mother would recover. My son died on February 22nd, 2005. If you are like me, you've prayed for a miracle. We each have our own story, and we hold on to beliefs about our stories, beliefs that can cause us incredible pain. Beliefs such as, he was stolen from me. She died too young. We were robbed. I should have been there. I could have saved him. Her death is my fault. I'm not a good mother. I was not a good husband. I will never be happy again. There will always be a great big hole. Perhaps you are holding on to some of these painful beliefs or other similar painful beliefs. Author Marianne Williamson defines a miracle as a shift in perception. That simple, that profound, a shift in perception. I have grown to love this definition of a miracle. This definition of a miracle gives meaning to my prayer. Not to change the perfect mind of God, but rather to change me, my perception of life as it is unfolding and as it has unfolded. So the miracle for me is questioning the beliefs I hold on to that cause me pain. And I ask myself, is it true that he was stolen from me? That she died too young? That we were robbed? That I should have been there? That I could have saved him? That her death is my fault? That I'm not a good mother? That I was not a good husband? That I will never be happy again? That there will always be a great big hole? Or is there another way of looking at life? At my life? At my beliefs? About my story? A less painful way? Can a miracle occur? Can I shift my perception about what happened? So, when you pray, if you pray, consider praying for that. For a miracle. For a shift in perception. But only if you want to make peace with life. Your life. And only if you want to learn how to live a full, joy-filled life with the death of your beloved. Pray for a miracle. Pray for a shift in perception. Yours. The next chapter 13 is called Heaven. Do you believe in heaven? Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. I'll see you next time. Peace be with you.